Hello everyone, welcome to Tech Sharmit. In this session, we are going to talk about another very important property for border image, that is border image repeat property. So in this session, we will discuss what is border image repeat property, what all possible values are there that we can utilize with this property, and what are the steps or syntax that we are supposed to follow in order to implement border image repeat property. Okay. But before we proceed further, I would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released sessions first because they all are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow them sequentially, then it would be much more easier for you to understand the ongoing topic. Because for time being, we are just mainly focusing on how we can use border image property, border image repeat property useful. Okay. Fine. And why I'm saying that you should watch previous session because we all know that we have already covered so many sessions sequentially, right? And regarding border image also, like we have covered various things like border image, URL, border image, right? And border image, different property we have already covered. So if you know about those things like slice, what is border image slice? So if you know about it, then it would be easier for you to understand ongoing topic. Okay, fine. So I think now we are good to start with the program, and here you can see in code I have just noted down the basic thing, like there is one title in the head section and we have one heading. So now what we will do here, we will put another heading which shows main, like currently it is showing the output like this: CSS Cascading Style Sheets by Sharmit. Now what we will do, we will write here h2. In h2 we will write border, okay, border, and then we will write here border image repeat property in CSS. Okay, why I'm showing this, so that I can show you the topic, the main topic that we are going to discuss today. Now to implement this thing, we need one demo, like to demonstrate this thing, we need one div. Okay, so what we will do now, we will create one element, div element, and on that div element we will apply the border properties to understand the concept. Okay, so let's create the div. So to create the div, you just need to write here div, and then you can associate some id to it like this. I'll write div. In div we will provide id. In id we will provide box. Okay, then you can simply save it, and now it's time to apply some properties to it. So to apply the properties, we have three ways. Either we can go with um, inline CSS, or we can go with internal CSS, or we can go with external CSS. So it will work with all these types. Okay, it doesn't matter which method you are using, it will work for all. But for now, what we are going to do, we are going to utilize internal CSS. Okay, so to use internal CSS, we need to write here style element in this heading area. Okay, fine. So here now to access this thing, and remember one thing, this is case sensitive. So if you are writing anything with the here with capital B, so you should use with capital B only. Okay, so here I'll simply go and put I'll select this thing. So it's a ID, so I will use hash. Then we will write here box, opening in curly braces. Here we will set width, height and all. So I'll simply put 900 pixel as a width. Height I'll use as 600 pixels. Okay, fine. Now we will apply the border. So to apply the border, here we will write 20 pixels solid. Okay, fine. Now if you save it and refresh it, you can see it is by default coming with a black color, because although like we have not applied any color. Okay, but still it is coming with a black color because this is the default value. But here we don't want to show the border of black color. Instead, we want to show some image. So to show some image on this, what we will do here, we will write here border hyphen image, and then we will put here URL. In URL, we will write border image.png. Just save it and refresh it. So right now we can see it is coming only on the four corners, and we all know how to fix it because in last session we discussed that. So I can simply write here border image hyphen slice. Okay, and here I'll write 27 and 30. So what is this? This is width and height. Okay, so this is how it looks like. Now here we will use border image repeat, which is our main topic. So it comes with four possible values. The first one is repeat, second one is round, and then we have stretch, and then we have space. So now what we will do, one by one we will apply all these values. So you just need to write here border hyphen image hyphen repeat, and firstly we will use here repeat. So the value is also repeat, don't get confused. Property name is border image repeat and the value is repeat. So just put this, save it, refresh it. So once you refresh it, you can see now the image is repeating. Okay, now what are these values? Although like we have discussed this earlier also, let's say if I make it 50. So in case of 50, you can see we have increased the height. Okay, so this is the height. So we have set the height as 27, and similarly if you change the value to let's say 60 pixel, so this is width. So you can see width is changed. Okay, so likewise we have set the width and height, but here we are using border image. So in this situation what it is doing, it is repeating the border image as per the slice multiple time. Okay, so that's why we are getting this kind of error. But here you can see once it is ended in a half area, still it is means it is also considering this half portion, because as per the uh, pixels of border, or you can say the size of border, it is repeating. But if you want to fix this thing, because it doesn't look good, right? We are seeing only half diamond here, so it doesn't look good. So to correct this thing, what we can do here, instead of repeat, we can write here round. So what this round will do, it will correct the area. Now you can see everything is repeated in a perfect order. There is no glitch here, right? Everything is repeated in a perfect order, and it looks good as well, right? So far we have covered two values. The first one is repeat and the second one is round. Similarly, if you want to stretch only one portion till end, so in that case you just need to write here stretch. So what this stretch will do, it will stretch your image across the border. So if you remember, if you are not providing this background image repeat, then the default value is stretch only. So you can see still it is stretching the image. Why? Because we have not set the value, but the default value is stretch itself. Clear? So we have provided border image repeat. Okay. Then we have fourth value, which is space. So if you write here space, so accordingly it will show you the border. So now by looking at these all four values, it's quite clear that when we are using the round, then it looks more good. But because in case of round, it will take care that everything is ended properly. There is no half diamond or half image. And that's the reason most commonly we use this option, that is round. Okay, so sometime in interviews you might be asked with this question like which one we are supposed to use. So you can simply say there are four values and it totally depends on the requirement. As per the requirement we can use the value for the background image repeat property, but the most commonly used is the round. Why? Because it shows the perfect border. It doesn't truncate any area of a border image. In case of repeat, it truncates the portion once the image area is once the border area is completed. Clear? So that's the reason we are using border image repeat property. So I hope this entire session is already clear to all of you. Still, if you think there is any issues or query or concern, you can simply ping me in the comment section and I'll try to help you out. Okay. But for this session, we have just covered only one thing, that is border image repeat property with its 4 value. In the next session, we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.